tuning in to Turn to the Stars. My name is Andrea Klim, and I am an astrological counselor from the local area and a shamanic practitioner. And I want to say welcome to Turn to the Stars. We have an interesting show planned today with a special guest returning. If you watched Turn to the Stars last Christmas and in the beginning of the year, we had a guest, Peter Champoux from Greenfield, Mass. And Peter is a Gaiagrapher, and I want to say a big welcome. Welcome, Peter.
Hey, thanks for having me, Andrea. For those who are wondering, a Gaiagrapher is someone that studies the patterns of the living earth.
Yes, and as people can see on the screen behind me, there's a picture of Peter with, and it says, Earth Stone Reader. So it means the same thing pretty much, right?
That's right.
Right.
I was a stonemason for many years, and I learned to read the patterns of the rocks, and I translated that in scale to regional up to planetary, and I'm looking at individuals' patterns and such. So, it's kind of anything that's living on the planet seems to have a pattern, and I read it.
Yeah, and Peter's very good at reading it. I have to add that piece to it. He did some work for us as well. So if you need to, if you want to contact Peter, you can see it's going to be a constant on the screen. His email, his phone number is right there, and his website, geometryofplace.com. And so we're going to be talking today about the winter solstice of 2011. And as many of you know, the winter solstice is the time when the sun is exactly at 0 degrees Capricorn, and that is going to be, I actually printed out a chart of that to give some information, just a little bit about that. That's going to be this Thursday at 12:29. Gee whiz, I need my glasses. a.m. That occurs exactly at that time. But that's the time when the sun is in the constellation of Capricorn at exactly 0 degrees Capricorn. So we begin that piece, that entrance into the beginning of, the sun's it's the shortest day of the year, and so we're going to talk about that today during the process of the show. And Peter's a great wealth. He brings a great wealth of information, and he also is going to be sharing with you some information about the solar flares. And 2012 really is such a big thing in everybody's mind. And I also understand that this is also what we call a solar maximum year, which occurs every 11 years. Can you explain what that means, Peter?
Oh, yeah, please. I'd be happy to. Everything breathes. We breathe, and just like the solar, the solstice that we're experiencing right now, it's the last of the out-breath, if you will, the yearly minimum until the Earth, us as beings on this satellite around the sun, we start the increase. The sun gets higher and higher in the sky. The days get longer and longer, and boy, I welcome it.
Yes.
The 11-year cycle that the sun goes through is timed with the sun's reverse of polarity. So every 11 years, the sun actually switches from north to south, and because of that bioelectric jolt that the sun goes through, it torques its toroidal field. It's the field that extends out to its heliosphere, which is approximately 12.5 billion miles out into space. So we have this grand cycle that we go through every 11 years, and so there's a solar maximum and a solar minimum. The solar maximum is right now going into 2012, and the solar scientists are suspecting that this solar maximum will be between 30 and 50% greater than the typical solar maximum. And, why is that important? Well, we're electric beings. Our planet is run on electricity. Our computers, our telephones, our and virtually everything is run on electricity. Now, when these solar maximums happen, we have these X-class solar flares when it's at an extreme level. There's M-class and L-class, and X-class is the highest level of coronal mass ejections. So these great flares that come out carry with it a lot of electrical charge, and they overload the systems. Back in the 1800s, such a large flare occurred, and all the telegraph system on all of the United States at that time was wiped out. So now, with our extreme dependence on electricity, you can imagine the catastrophe that would be. Planes up in the air, cars driving down the road. If there was this electrical pulse, I guess it's called an EMF, electrical magnetic pulse, EMP, that comes out of the sun, it would be devastating. Now, the reason why they're, in that whole conversation around 2012 and the Mayan calendar and such, and the end of the world, it's really it's the end of one cycle and the starting of the next. Mm-hmm. Just like we rotate around the sun, our sun also rotates around the galaxy. Mm-hmm. And in this process of rotating through the galaxy, we dolphin across the galactic plane. So you can imagine the galaxy has a big donut, or we'll say a bagel in honor of Hanukkah. This is the first day of the Festival of Lights. Yes. So we have this large bagel of a galaxy, and the plane, the equatorial plane of the bagel is the Milky Way galaxy. And so we're as our sun is moving around that galaxy, we're being pulled back and forth, positive, negative, on this, like dolphining through the galactic plane. And we've been moving into that galactic plane for the past 11 years. And that has, I don't know, for gray hairs out there, you might remember that the sun, when we were kids, was yellow. It was, and now it's this brilliant, magnesium light out there that you just can't even get close to looking at. You used to be able to squint at it and see it, and without burning your eyes out, but now you can't get anywhere near it. So that's what we're moving into this area in the galaxy where there's this pulse of light coming out from the center of the galaxy, and that's increasing the energy, the photonic levels of and heat within our solar system. So all the planets are warming up, including Earth. There's quite a kind of an erroneous blame being placed on humankind for creating Earth warming, but really the entire neighborhood is heating up because we're entering into this belt of 2012. So that's what we're looking at. We're looking at not only a solar flare cycle, but it's also coinciding with crossing of this galactic plane.
Wow, very, very interesting. Yeah. You know, Peter, I want to just add something to that with the astrology of this winter solstice date. On this winter solstice, we were having this conversation yesterday. The sun at 0 degrees Capricorn is in a perfect square with Uranus, and Uranus is now in a forward movement. Uranus is the awakening of humanity on so many levels, on their consciousness. We could talk about that. And Uranus does rule electricity. And I see the sun in 0 degrees Capricorn, I can see that we are going to be facing some challenges due to this position or this cycle, this maximum, as you're talking about.